C's art inspired the next generation of artists, 20th century modernist creators of abstract art. Okay. While most experts rank C as an early modernist, a small few reject this idea that C is an early modernist. Franson Cashin, for example, bluntly states that such a description is overplayed and says that C's work is too often observed from a modern point of view. Okay, so so Kachin thinks that the ascription that C is an early modernist is overplayed because C's work is too often observed from a modern point of view. Okay.
I guess this is art talk, and I'm like, what?
Okay, so we're saying that, like, because the idea that someone is an early modernist is overplayed because too many people view it from a modern point of view. All right, so I'm gonna be like, okay, I already don't like this one, and I'm gonna go through these and be like highly critical of like if there's support for this or not, and I want to see if I can even get this one. So A says C's work is highly controversial. I don't know if I would say highly controversial. Maybe
maybe just controversial.
Maybe like if what you label his work, but I don't know if his like actual work is controversial. I would be because I would be like, I'm not gonna cross this one off, but I would be like, I don't like it, and I'm hoping there's something better. C was an early creator of abstract art. Okay, we don't talk about abstract art at all. So I'm going to, well, actually, just because his artwork inspired the next generations of artists, which are creators of abstract art, doesn't guarantee that his work is abstract. So I'm going to cross B off. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Like maybe it's like the complete opposite of abstract art. C's work helped to develop modernism. No, like what is modernism? Like I feel like this would have to say like modern art in order for this to even remotely be actually help to develop modernism. I'm going to leave C. D says modern art owes less to C than many experts believe. We don't talk about owing things at all, so I would cross D off. E says C's work tends to be misinterpreted as modernist. I don't think people misinterpret that his work is a modernist. Like I think people either call him an early modernist or a like current modernist. Like there's not necessarily that it's modern. So I would cross that off. Okay, so I don't like either of these answers. So C's work is highly controversial. I don't think that we say his work is highly controversial. Like it says like a small few reject it. I feel like that one doesn't mean controversial. And two, we're saying like whether he is labeled as a
early modernist
or not, like that's referring to like how you label him. That doesn't mean his work itself is controversial. But I don't like C because it says C's work helped to develop modernism. Like what is modernism? Like I don't like how this doesn't have like modern art.
Yeah.
But since it says it inspired like the modernist creators of abstract art and that he's an early modernist, I would probably go with C. But I don't like it.
It's the right answer, but yeah, it's awful. Yeah. I was what was I between? I chose nope, that's not it. I wound up choosing D because I had no idea. I crossed all of them off initially and I was like, I don't know.
I'm gonna look.
But I didn't realize that like what you were just saying, like that first sentence somewhat supports C, but I just wasn't like fully invested in it.
Yeah, highly is too strong. Okay, so this says that the final three problems in this section are harder than the okay.
But then I also thought, are they thinking
this question is classified as one of the hardest LSAT questions?
The worst.
Yeah, okay, so
I went back and I like looked at it because when I got it wrong, I was like, how did I get it wrong? Because all of them were wrong. And I was like, I don't understand. Um, I think what they're equating like help to develop.
Some
You
people
see how it says like his art inspired? I think they're trying to show like developed can mean inspired, but I didn't see how that meant inspired.
this one here says the substitution of developer inspires. Some students feel that the word develop is too strong.
Yeah, I just was like, develop is not it. Develop is not
Yeah,
the same as
but
inspired.
technically, if I do get this part though, but if C inspired the creators of the next generation of art, then he helped develop it, right? Like even if it's a very,
Yeah.
very small part. Like if I inspire you to do anything, I played a very small role. It's like, what does help to develop mean? Like that
Mm,
can be like that's very mild.
yeah.
Yeah, this is what I agree. The use of the word modernism, some students are thrown off by modernism because they expect to see abstract instead. Yes, the stimulus is careful about saying 20th century modernist creator of art. Notice how the test makers use answer choice B, which mentions abstract, to subtly prepare you to make this error. Yeah. I just don't know, like, what is modernism?
Me either.
What
I'm
is
not I'm
modernism?
not an art person, so
I need, I need the word art here in order for this to be. Because I feel like not including art would make other answer choices wrong because we'd be like, no, because like it doesn't say like abstract modernism. It just says modernism, and we're talking about abstract, not all art, like LSAC.
yeah.